Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Coding Cart. So in this session we will try to solve one HackerRank problem from the topic arrays, and it's under interview preparation kit, you can see here, and the problem name is array manipulation. You can see here the difficulty level is hard. So let me first explain you this problem in a simple way. So here they are saying that you will be given a list of size n and the list will initially contain the value 0. So for example you can see here list of size 10. So initially the list will contain the value 0 and you will be given a certain operation to perform on this list. So there will be queries like you will given a three value a, b and k. Here a will be the initial index, b will be the final index and k will be the sum value which you need to add between these intervals from a to b. So for example if my a is 1 and b is 5, then I have to include this b also. So you can see here b is inclusive. So what we have to do, from the index 1 to 5 we have to add these three in the list value. So you can see here from index 1 to 5. So this list is starting from index 1. It is one based index. So you can see here from 1 to 5 we have added 3. So this is our first query. So in second query again we will be given a and b and k value. So from 4 to 8 we are adding 7. So from index 4, from this position to 8 we are adding 7. So you can see here 3, initially the value was 3, now we have added 7. So value became 10. Again for the 5, index 5, the value became 10, and for the 6, 7 and 8 initially it was 0, so the value will become 777. Now for the third query you can see here from the index 6 to 9 we have to add 1. So from index 6 to 9, so you can see here from 6 to 9 we have to add 1. So initially the values were 7, 7, 7, and for the 9 index the value was 0, so we have added 1. So from this final list we have to find the maximum value. So you can see here the maximum value is 10. So the largest value is 10, we have to return this value, means we have to print this as answer. So this is the problem. We will be given a n value which will be the size of the list, and initially it will be initialized with 0, and we will be given a certain queries. So that query will contain the first, last and the sum value, first and the last index value and the sum value which we need to add. So this is the problem, and at last we have to return the maximum value present in the list. So for example you can see here for the sample input 3 and 5 and 3. So this means that the list will be of size 5, and initially let me explain you here. So 5 and 3, 5 and 3 means the list will be of size 5. Initially the value will be 0, and there will be three queries, and the queries are, you can see here, these are the queries 1, 2 and 100. 1, 1, 2, 100. Second is 2, 5, 2, 500, and the third is 3, 400, 3, 400. So for the very first query we need to add from index 1 to 2 the value 100. So this is one based indexing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after adding 100 from index 1 to 2, this is inclusive. So the my new list will be 100, 100, 0, 0 and 0. So query 1 is done. So for query 2 we have to add from index 2 to 5, 100. So this will be 100, it will remain same. So from 2 to 5, so if I will add 100 it will become 200. This will be 100, 0 plus 100, 100, and this will be 100. Query 2 is done, and for query 3 we have to add from index 3 to 400. So this will be 100, this will be 200, and from index 3 we have to add 100. So this will become 200, and this will become 200, adding 100, and this will remain 100. So this is my final list. So we have to return the maximum from the final list. So maximum is how much? 200. So this is the answer. So you can see here this is the answer. So this is the problem. So we have to write the program. So let us write very first solution, the very first, the brute force algorithm. So what we will do, we will simply iterate from the first index, this first index, to the last index and start adding 100. So Let me explain you here. Suppose this is my list initially having value 0. Suppose if I am getting the first index at 2 and the last index as suppose 5 and value is 100. So what I will do, I will simply add, I will iterate throughout this loop, this list, and start adding from index 2 to 5. I will simply add 100. Again for some another query, if I am getting 3 and suppose 4, then again I will add 100 to index 3 and 100 to index 4. I'll simply iterate throughout this list, initial list, and start adding 100 from the given first list, first index and the last index. And at last I will simply calculate the maximum from the given list. So let us try to write the code. So let me explain you here line wise. Let me zoom this one. So the very first line is the total n and m value. So the very first line is the size of the list, and this is the total number of queries. So we will simply take n comma m equal to input dot split, and we will simply map to integer type. Now we are done with n and m value. We are done with this value. Now we will simply iterate 3 times, means m times, to perform this operation queries. So before that we have to take one empty string, empty list. Suppose a is my list initially initialized with 0 and its size is n times. So this will be our list in which we have to perform the operation. Now we will simply iterate m times to perform the query operation. So for in range 3, not 3m. Now what we have to take, we have to first take this sample input, very first query. So we will simply take the input. So for n in input dot split, so what I am doing, I am taking this as an input, and I am taking each value in each iteration. I am taking each value and converting them into integer type. So I will simply convert this into int type, and I will simply using a list comprehension here and take this value in a first index, last index, and the value. So this will be my first f, this is my last l, and this is my value. So here we have taken the input, the 1, this 1, 2 and 100. This will give me 1, 2 and 100, and for each value, this is 1, 2 and 100, I am converting into int and saving into f, l and v. Now we are done with the value for the very first index, for the very first query. Now for the very first query, we will simply perform loop for I in range. We will simply take from index from f to l. We will simply iterate from f to, suppose this is my l value is 5. So from f to l, I will simply add the value. So for I in range f to l. Now they are saying that l is inclusive. So either I can here add 1 plus 1, or I will simply subtract 1 from here, as it is a one based indexing. As it is one based indexing means we have to simply iterate L to F to L times. So either I can add here 1 or simply subtract -1 from here. Both will work. Now I will simply add A of I plus equal to the value. I will simply add the value. Let us print and see. Print the A and check whether it is working or not. And at last we'll simply print the max value. Max from the list. Max of A. So let us execute this one. So the very first thing is N and M value, which is 5 and 3. So 5, 3. Second is 1, 2, 100. So you can see here from index 1 to 2 we are adding 100. Now the second query is 2 to 5 we are adding 100. So 2 to 5 we are adding 100. So you can see here initially at index 200 was there. Now we have added 100 here. So it will become 200 and 3, 4, 5. All this index value will be 100. And the third query is from index 3 to 4 we are adding 100. Now 3 to 4 we are adding 100. So you can see here for index 3 and 4 100 will be added, so it will become 200, 200. And at last we have printed the max value of A. So it is working fine. So let us try to submit this code whether it is working or not. So this is our very first approach. Let us delete this one and paste our own code. Let's try with the sample input. So you can see here it is working fine. So let me run and submit this code. So it is working with all the sample test cases. Let me submit this code. So you can see here for the many test cases it is taking time, because you can see here the queries is constant is here. For the query it is 2 into 10 to the power 5. So okay, so you can see here some of the test cases are failing. So for the 7 test cases it is terminated due to timeout. So this is cause if you see here for this loop, for every query we are iterating from index first index to the last index and we are summing up the value. So it's a time taking process here. This loop is time taking process here. Suppose my query is here, you can see here it's in the 10 to the power 5. So it is a time taking process here only. This loop is a time taking process. So how to solve this one? So let's try some another approach. So instead of adding all the value each time, instead of adding all the value each time from the for the given index, like from 2 to 5, adding from 2 to 5, instead of adding each time we'll simply generate one logic to work with only first and last index. We'll simply work on first and last index. No need to work for all the range from first to last. So for example, suppose if I write, suppose if I write 100, 200 and 100. Suppose if I write 100, 200 and 100. Suppose I have a query. Suppose I have a query. I have two query and the query is from index 1 to 2 I have to add 100, and from index 2 to 3 I have to add 100. Suppose this is my query 1 and this is my query 2, and my list is of size suppose 3. So this will be my final output. So if I add from 1 to 100, suppose this is my list of size 3. So for the very first query 1 to 2, from index 1 to 2, if I am adding 100, so it will look like n0. So query 1 is done. So for the second query I will be getting 100, and for the it is adding from index 2 to 300, so it will become 200 and it will become 100. So this is my output. Now if I apply one logic, like if I am writing this, suppose if I am writing this like 100 100 minus 100 and suppose minus 100, let it be. Suppose I did some operation in this two query. Suppose I did some operation and reach the final list as this one, and after doing one operation, like if I am going to add this value, if I am adding this pre value, suppose for getting this value, if I am adding this value with one suppose some value, I will be getting 100 here. Suppose this initial value 0. Basically I am doing the previous previous value summation. So for this index my value will be previous value sum plus this value, so it will become 200. Now for this one, for this index, the previous sum is 200, so it will become 200 plus this minus 100, it will become 100, and for this one this will be 0. So if you see here, if I am taking only up to 3 index, so this is similarly like the final result, this one 100 200 and 100. So basically I have to reach up to this final list, so that after this final list I can simply apply a summation of the previous value. We'll simply update this list value by adding the current value sum and the previous value sum. So how to get this list? So for that, let me write here. So how to reach up to this final list? So you can see here I have used one extra length, so we don't have to bother about this. We are only taking for the calculation purpose. So if I write, for example, my query was 1 to 100 and 2 300, first query, and this was my second query. Now if I simply apply a logic, I will simply add 100 to the first index, this is my first index, and for the last index, suppose this was my list, so for the last, this is index 2. So instead of adding at the last index, I will simply add the last index plus 1 with a value of minus the sum value, minus some value. I will simply update this, not the last index but the last index plus 1, means this index with the minus some value. So this will become minus 100 and this will remain 100. I have taken one extra length, so this is of size 4 and this will remain 0. Now for the second query, from the index 2 to 3, so for index 2 I will simply update with 100, and I have to update the index 3, but I will simply update the index 3 plus 1, means at index 4 I will simply update with the value minus some, which is 100, and this index 3 value is 100. So now you can see here I have reached here, let me delete this one. So if you see this list and this list, both are equal. So now if I apply a pre summation formula here for this list, I'll simply update the final list with the value. So this list will be, the first value will be 100 itself, the second value will be previous summation plus the current, previous plus current, which will be 100 plus 200, which will be 200. And for the third it will be previous, which is 200, plus the current value, which is minus 100, so it will become 100. And for the fourth one it will be previous sum plus the current value, which is minus 100, so it will become 0. So now we have to take only the list up to the of size 3. So from here you can get the maximum as 200. You can see here, this is the answer. So we are only working with the first and the last index value. We are not updating all the range from 2 to 3 or any 5 to 9. We are only working on the first and the last index. So let us try to see here in the code it is working or not. So let me write and see here. So we have to simply remove this list. This was time taking process. Now we have increased the size with 1. We simply increase the size with 1. Now we have got the first, last and the sum value. Now we will simply update our list A of first minus 1 with the f of A of f minus 1 equal to the value. And for the last, for checking the boundary condition, we will check if the last value is less than equal to the n, then we will simply update the last value A of last minus with minus value equal to the var. Now we are done. We can print and see it is working or not. And after that we will simply apply the logic to get the maximum value. Means we have to do the summation. So for that we'll take two variable. Suppose maximum sum and one temporary variable and initialize with 0. Now we will simply iterate for I in A in our list, and we will simply update our temp I. Now we will check if m of maximum sum less than temporary sum, then we'll simply update our sum with temp, and at last we'll simply print maximum sum. So let us execute this one and see. So the very first is n and m value, which is 5 and 3. The second is 1, 2 and 100. So you can see here we have updated the first and the second. So instead of second we are updating the third, the n plus 1 value, this one, last index plus 1 with minus negative sum. Now the second query is 2, 5 and 100, 2, 5 and 100, 2, 5 and 100. So you can see here 2, 5 and 100. So 5 was our length list, but we have increased the list with the length one, so the last value will be updated with minus 1. And the third query is 3, 400, 3, 400. So you can see here the final updated value. So this was our final updated list. Now we have sum our value here. So after summing up the maximum value is 200. So after this operation the maximum value we got is 200. So let us submit this code. Let us delete and submit the latest code. We simply remove this print statement. Just run and see. So you can see here it is working for the sample test case. So let us submit this code. So now you can see here it is working fine. So congratulations, we are done with all the hidden test cases. So this was the logic. Means previously it was time taking process, but now we are simply updating the very first and the last index value with some logic, and after that we are simply summing up the previous and the current value sum, and we are simply calculating the maximum value. So if you like this video, please do give thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.